He struck out on 3 pitches. Mets bring the infield in. Big scoring chance for the Nationals.
And he's going to put the Nats on top.
So Tanah did a good job with the slider from Minaya and drives in the first.
And I mean, let's face it, this guy has had every manner of big hit for the Mets this year.
Iglesias hits one right back off Law and rolls into no man's land. Law can't make the play and the game is tied. Iglesias comes through again with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. He banked it off Law and beats it for an infield single that ties. And now the winning run 90 feet away, and Starling Marte with a chance to get him home.
3-1 pitch. Line left field. Base hit to the corner. Marte wins it for the Mets. Bader scores. The Mets come back to beat Washington 2-1 in 10. And the Mets in September win another big one, taking the first one from Washington. The Mets get their first win without Francisco Lindor in the starting lineup.
It's Wood.
CJ holding. There's no way they're going to complete that throw. So James Wood will get a birthday RBI, his 37th, Young scoring. So at least with that ground ball, not a double play. The Nats take advantage, and
that's laced to left center field. That's going to go up the gap and all the way to the wall. Bader to third. He'll get a wave home and he'll score easily. It's an RBI double for Luis Angel Acuna. His first major league extra base hit, his first major league run batted in, and it ties the game at 1.
After committing an error that leads to a Nationals run, he's tied the game with a double up the gap in the batter. Bases juice, nobody out. Pitch.
And little bloop. That's in the shallow right, and it falls fair for a base hit. Acuna is in. Iglesias will score. On to third goes Marte. Pete Alonso with a little duck snort to drive in 2, and it's 3-1 New York. Well, sometimes it's not how hard you hit them, it's where you hit them. Gets jammed.
Parker facing Alvarez.
Alvarez crushes one deep left field. Forget that. That's out of here. Francisco Alvarez puts one in orbit. His 9th home run of the year, and it's 5-1 New York. That got out in a heartbeat. Just a reminder of how he can. And he pulls one down the left field line. That's going to go into the corner. Alonso will come around to score. Taylor digs for second. And the Mets increase their lead on a double by Tyrone Taylor. It's 6-1 New York. Taylor stealing third. The throw by Ruiz. Not in time. Tyrone Taylor with his 10th stolen base of the year gets to third with 1 out. And JD hits one down to first. The runner will hold. Gallo makes the play.
First and third for Pete Alonso.
And he rockets this one out to left field. Back goes Wood. Back to the wall. And it's out of here. Pete Alonso puts the hammer down with a 3-run homer. Number 33 for Alonso. A 5 RBI night for Pete, and it's 9-1 New York. That wasn't quiet. On the line out to center field. He's driven on a run. He scored a run. In just his 2nd big league start, he's a 400 hitter. He drives this one deep left field toward the wall. It's out of here. Luis Acuna with his first major league home run. What a night for Luis Angel Acuna. A single, a double, and now his first home run. 10-1 New York. First start. And Young skies one to center. Bader eases back. He's there. And the ball game is over. Mets are now 2 games in front of the Braves for the final wild card spot with just 11 to play as they defeat the Nationals handily.
Tyrone Taylor.
That's line toward right center field. Cutting across is Young. He won't get there. It goes up the gap. Cut off on the warning track. Nimmo to third. He's got Alonso on his heels. Nimmo will score. Alonso stops at third. Nimmo safe at the plate. An RBI double for Tyrone Taylor. And the Mets go in front 1-0. So Taylor comes through again. Tyrone continues to provide big hits for the Mets. Now 2nd and 3rd and nobody out for Vientos. The infield comes in. And he drives this one to center field for a base hit. Alonso will score. Taylor being waved around. He will score. Mark Vientos breaks his slump. Drives in 2-3.
Chance to drive in another couple of runs.
And he pulls one on the ground. Past Abrams, base hit. Around third comes Vientos. He heads for the plate. Wood's throw is cut off. Luis Angel Acuna drives in a run, and it's 4-0.
It's Marte whom he comes in to face with the bases loaded and 1 out in the 4th inning.
And Marte lines one into right for a base hit. That'll bring home Bader. Acuna being waved around third. He heads for the plate. The throw skips in too late. Marte drives in a pair. It's 6-0 New York. Now Marte against Barnes on Monday night pulled his base hit to left. This time he takes one the other way to drive in 2 runs, and the Mets are having a field day here in the 4th.
And here's Nimmo, second time up in the inning. 2 on, again just 1 out.
And Nimmo drives one to deep right center field. Cruz goes back, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimmo puts the hammer down. A 9-run inning for New York. 20th home run of the year for Nimmo. A 3-run shot. Biggest inning of the year for New York.
He's 1 for 3 on an RBI single in the 4th.
Acuna flies one to deep left. One goes back near the wall. It's out of here. Luis Angel Acuna homers for the 2nd straight night.
I mean, this kid has done absolutely nothing wrong from the first time he stepped on the field for the Mets. Inching touches.
Yepez strikes out and the ball game is over.
The New York Mets have rather emphatically swept the 3-game series from the Washington Nationals here at Citi Field, holding Washington to just 2 runs in the 3 games as the